Welcome to another EURAUD update. Now, if you remember back exactly a month ago, so we're talking 29th, maybe just before that, of December last year, probably like, 20 something of December last year, I did post a video and ideas leading up to when this move would happen, right? So what I'm doing here is basically I am basically telling you that, you know what? I'm right. I was right. I was right. Hey, let's just be frank, right? I was right. Okay, because if I was wrong, I'd be the first person to say I was wrong. But I wasn't wrong. You can see what's happening here. This is not a joke, right? RES Wave told me the waves, how they work, what they do. I put them on the chart. I used them for an idea. I told it to the masses. Well, I gave it to you. And you know what? Have I been proven wrong yet? Can you actually say that I'm wrong yet? Go on, have a look at the related ideas on the EURAUD. Am I wrong yet? I'm not wrong, right? So the longer term pattern is this is going to be pretty big, right? So if you're not in this move because you didn't catch that trade, well, what can I say to you? I mean, there may be potential entry points to this, but if I find it, I'll let you know, right? But this is an E wave. We're in an E wave right now. Okay, so if we go to the long term pattern, all right, I did say that we have to see, like, because in my initial video I said that the move wasn't going to be long, but then I put out the other one on the 29th of December saying that we're going to see this move basically equal the move down since '08. So this move here, we're going to see an equal move, and this is going to go down to roughly around this line here, the red line, 1.08950. All right, and that's just basically because of just the symmetry between waves, and these are just little RES wave little factors that they're in the program. If you ever do that, if you ever decide to learn the program, this is no joke, right? So there's a lot of symmetry going on here now. So you may be asking, "Oh, why is that the case?" Right? Now you could look at it from many perspectives, right? Now I want to draw comparisons here to a lot of other things that are going on, you know, in different markets, because the waves are all the same across the board, right? So just say, for example, right here we have wave one. So you could just imagine Bitcoin in 2017, wave one topped and it crashed. And then you had this B wave. Hey, look, that's basically where Bitcoin is now. Hey, true. So what, in Bitcoin, I'm expecting, this kind of move, right? And it's just part of the process, right? It's not a big deal, right? So in general, when you see this kind of move, so the B wave is there as a exuberance, mania bubble type thing. Like the first move was big, and then so much mania caused the correction to expand to the upside and break the top of wave one. That happens all the time, right? Now the wave that comes after that is pretty devastating, right? Because people just realize that they were wrong, and and then D wave happens, and people think, yes, we're going up, we're into this now, this is happening, and then bang, this thing comes back down again for wave E. This is just the way it works. This is waves, right? So that's why I posted that video on the 29th of December, to just basically make you understand that this is the way the waves work. So what does this mean in terms of people who follow something like Elliott wave or something, right? So in Elliott wave, a lot of the time, they think that there's 5-wave moves, like there's a 5-wave move and then there's a ABC, right? So to the Elliottician, wave 1 probably finished around here somewhere, right? And then you're getting your A, B, C. So in hindsight, it looks like a wave 1 and an A, B, C, and then we're moving higher, right? And everybody was right the whole time. And no, that's not how it works, right? And this is why I created Arias Wave, because I realized that you have to be thorough with your waves. Otherwise, it's not going to work, right? Like in hindsight, it might seem like, hey, you were right. But who cares if you're right or wrong, right? If you're not making the money, then what does it matter if you were right or wrong? Literally, it's just like you're just trying to get brownie points for, I don't know, talking BS, right? Basically, that's what it is. True. So, in all seriousness now, let's go down to the smaller degree once again. All right. So we're back down to the 4 hour, and you know what? We were basically, when I first put out the idea, it was around here, down here, wave 1, and then I saw this corrective pattern. I go, you know what? This is going to move lower. This is going to move lower. It's definitely going to move lower. So I had to look for the pattern, and I did a couple of wave revisions. Yes, I did. Because you know what? Patterns are not easy to recognize, right? This is a C wave, for Christ's sakes. I mean, look at it. What kind of C wave is that? Well, if you learn RS wave, you'll learn that this is a weak 5-wave move. Simple as that, right? There's nothing more to it than that, really. So let's just move on. So let's just go to the 1 hour. Okay. Now, I remember a time when, actually, we may have to go even lower than this, when this move happened, right? This move happened to the upside, and I'm like, no, it's going down. And a lot of people said, well, you look like you're pretty wrong right now. And I'm like, no, I'm not wrong. And what happened? It slammed back down. Now, surely it corrected after that. It looked pretty choppy, and you know what? It chopped out. It did the choppiest thing ever. And I still maintained my position because I know the waves. I don't care about choppiness and this and that, because, in hindsight, it doesn't even matter, right? But if, a lot of the times, if you're looking for, because it's wave 3, shouldn't it be sharper, this and that? Well, technically, if you go to the higher degree, like if you go to a weekly, for example, that's looking pretty sharp already, right? Just because you're seeing it choppy on the small degree doesn't mean on a higher degree it doesn't look sharp, right? It's all a matter of perspective, and you're not really looking at it through the bigger picture, right? It's all about the bigger picture. So what you're seeing now, it doesn't matter. So if you don't have the waves as a guide, and if you don't really know what the waves are doing, then really you're just trading blind. You're literally blind as a bat, right? The corona bat, whichever bat caused the corona, right? So anyway, so what did we see after that? So this was wave E, by the way. That sharp move there was wave E. That's why I've got the magenta line there and the stop there. So this was the area where you put your stop and your entry, right? And then we hit our entry, and then it started to go back up, but then it went back down again, right? You got to have faith in the system. If you don't have faith in your system, then why are you trading? Like literally, you're just like, I mean, your emotions are probably eating you alive, and then like I don't get it. And that's why, like, I created RSY, because emotions aside, you don't need them. They're useless. So like in hindsight here, like if you're an Elliottician, in hindsight, that was the wave 1, and that was an ABC, and then we went down. Yeah, but Elliotticians probably didn't go short at the right time on this one, right? They probably, God knows what they did. I have no idea. If they went short on that, they were bloody gambling, I'm telling you, because they weren't really knowing for sure that that was going to happen. So here we have real evidence of Arias wave at work, right? And there's a few people saying, oh, this is going to go higher around here. And then, like, look at this. Look at this. Is that going higher? Yeah, it made it look like it was going higher. Once again, we're in wave 3. We're in wave 3. Okay. It's not going up. It's not going up. All right. There's a difference between, like wishful thinking, right? And what's really happening. So which side of the, where are you at on that scale? Are you in the wishful thinking camp, or are you in the I know exactly what's going on camp, and you don't even care? Like me, for example, I put the trade on, a month ago, it's still going down. Like, am I going to worry like, oh, it's going to go up? No. The waves, we already defined the waves, right? We've already defined our resistance points. Right? Once you define those, you don't care about what happens like in the short term. It's just choppy, 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 choppy. All right? You just doesn't matter. Just maintain your position, right? Be strong, be confident. That's what you should do when you're a trader. Be strong, be confident. Right? You made your decision based on a tactic that you had, right? Whatever that tactic may be. In this case, it's Arias wave, right? And you stick to it. You don't let some little move say, hey, this is going to turn around. No. Then that means you got to change your whole wave theory around and accommodate for your emotion. But my wave theory my emotions aren't part of my wave theory. So why would I even think about that? Do you know what I'm saying? So, if you can't keep your emotions in check, it's probably because you don't have a good wave system, or you don't have a good theory of what's going on in the market or in the waves, and you're just really reactive to anything that happens. Right? In this case, if there's like a little bit of a move up, oh, it's going up. I'm gonna have to close my trade at a profit. And even if you did close your trade at a profit, so what? It's not my fault. I didn't make you lose money, right? In fact, I'm still short and I'm holding it short, and I know where I'm heading towards, right? And I'm going to keep updating you, and I don't care if it's monthly. Right? I don't need to update you every week on this move. Why should I? Right? You should learn the waves yourself. Do you want to re-short it because you're not sure? Learn the waves. I already gave you the entry points, and you should be short already, right? Now, going back one more time to the higher time frames, right? Right, where's our target? Right? I already told you. It's down here, 1.08950. We've got ages to go. Literally ages. A lot of profit, right? And you might find that you're not going to lose money on carry on this one. So what? Just leave it in the background. Like you're not risking all your capital, right? You should be risking 1 to 2% maximum. So this is just like that trade that's running in the background is generating profit, right? And you can move on to other things. If you want to do short-term trades on other markets, fine. But in this particular case, you're in a long-term trade, and it's not costing you anything. In fact, you're just making money slowly. Who doesn't want to make money slowly, right? So, I mean, it all comes just back down to that, really. The only reason I ever started reporting on this market was because I saw a pattern I recognized using RS Wave, and also because I wanted to know which is going to be the stronger out of the euro or the Aussie dollar, and I, recognized which one is which. And then I thought, you know what, might as well put an idea out because it looks like a pretty tradable thing. And here we are. We have the tradable thing working, right, in our favor. So if you can't see that and you're relying on other people's factual information or whatever the hell they're putting out, I'm sorry, but chances are they're going to make you lose money. So hopefully you found this informative and interesting. Thank you for watching.